Hey everybody, this is Sarah Griffith. I thought it would be best if I made a movie for all of you using my phone so that I can show you the new way that I've been showcasing the business opportunity. I have been a lifestyle coach with Beachbody now for almost 4 years, and I will tell you that I have done every type of coach sneak peek under the sun. I've done 3 days, I've done 5 days, I've done webinars, you name it, I've done it. I've done blog posts, I've done things for my YouTube channel. I've tried everything to showcase the business opportunity. And while some things have worked in the past, I don't think that for where I am in the business, what I was doing was working anymore. So I had to get creative and I had to find a new on fire when it comes to Instagram. So I decided that maybe I should try to run my sneak peek regarding the business opportunity through my Instagram stories rather than just running it through my actual Instagram feed. So what I found was that this platform, I had been getting more and more engagement because I've been using Instagram stories more and more. And what I like about Instagram stories is it's the real deal. It's the backstage pass into what my life is actually like as a health and fitness lifestyle coach. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to walk you through how I went about doing my sneak peek. I will tell you that this is the first time that I've done a sneak peek this way. So in the future, I probably will make some changes, but this will give you the opportunity to understand how I did it and to maybe give you some ideas as to how you could make this work for your own business. So I first want to preface this and let you know that I decided to put all of my content out there very late at night. Originally, I had planned that I would post throughout the day, but I decided, a lot of my market is in the UK, and I knew that I had followers in other time zones, and I also knew that my market I'm currently postpartum, as you can see from my pictures. So I knew that my market was going to actually be up in the middle of the night. And I knew that they'd be on their phone because a lot of them are breastfeeding. And if they're anything like me, they're killing 20 minutes to a half an hour scrolling social media in the middle of the night simply because they're up right now. And so I thought, you know what? Why don't I put all of my posts up at once? And originally, like I said, I had planned to just do it sporadically throughout the day, but I find that we're constantly fighting for people's attention, and sometimes people don't come back to your story until much later. So by being able to provide all the information up at once, it would be able to give them, basically everything I needed them to have without me having to worry about, well, did they see this or did they see that? This ensured that they saw it, and it also ensured that I didn't have to worry about trying to run a sneak peek during the day while I was managing my kids. I wanted this to be done correctly, and I wanted to get the information out there. So believe it or not, I actually did this all in one night. So I made new YouTube videos. I got images that I wanted to use, and I put all the posts out there last night I started putting them on, I want to say I started putting them on around 12:30, so a little after midnight, and I didn't finish until close to 3 a.m. because it did take me a little bit of time to really strategize how I wanted to do this, what I wanted it to look like. But here's the deal, by putting it on at 3 o'clock in the morning, that ensured that I was getting different time zones. I was getting the middle of the night breastfeeding last night. I was also getting late night breastfeeding or early night breastfeeding tonight. And this got me a full work day as well. I also decided that because I was backtailing, so like my Instagram stories from yesterday were still a part of some of today's, but I knew that they would be expiring. So I decided that I just wanted today's IG stories to be about the coaching opportunity. So intentionally, I did not post to my Instagram stories at all today. I left it alone, and then I came back around the dinner time, and I went ahead and I added just a couple more things. And now tonight, it's about 8 o'clock at night, I went ahead and I added more information. So I'm going to now show you my stories, and I'm going to explain to you how I went about doing it. I'm also going to pull up my, actually I can't do that because I'm on my phone. Never mind. I'm on my computer and my phone at the same time. Okay, so let me just show you guys, excuse me. So what I did was I had my YouTube channel, and that's where some of my videos swipe to. Now I do want you guys to understand that I am at the 10,000 follower mark. So for me, that means I have the ability to use the swipe up option. Some of you do not have that ability yet, and I'm going to share with you some of my tips on how you could still make that work in the event that you don't have this option. So let's go ahead and I'll walk you through the stories. Now, I will tell you that I find when people just talk, like, so for example, some of you are starting to do like a day in the life of, and you're sharing what your lifestyle looks like, and you're showing things like, okay, here's my workout, and you get on and you talk about your workout, and then you're like, here I am eating my breakfast, I'm eating my breakfast, and then you're showing the kids and you're showing your day. And while that's, that's great, and it's amazing that you're able to fit this opportunity into your day, for the most part, you're going to lose people because they will get bored listening to you talk. We know that Instagram is a image-centered platform. They want the pictures. They don't really want to hear from you all day long, because what they're going to do is they're going to swipe away. How do I know this? I know it because my analytics show that the more I talk, the more they swipe away. So I'm going to click on my stories now. What I did first was I created a thing, and here I was talking. I don't know if you can hear it. Let's see. Basically, I just said on there that I was going to be doing a backstage pass into coaching. It would be happening tomorrow, and I would be only taking 5 applicants, and I wanted them to consider claiming one. But I made it very certain it was tomorrow. So I kind of gave them the heads up the night before, like, look, this is what you're going to find on my stories. I liked this picture, just as a silly one, showing how I'm living life outside the box. Now, I welcome them to the opportunity. I just used one of my photos from the leadership retreat. Now I'm going to stop right here. So this picture, I wanted them to know who I was. So I did a little introduction because some of them have been following me. I'm going to have to keep going back and forth. Sorry, guys. Some of them have been following me for quite a long time now, but they don't really know who I am. So I wanted them to be able to see who is Sarah Griffith, what's she all about, and how did she get to the point where she was a lifestyle coach. So I just made a quick video. Now this one, in order for them to learn more, they needed to swipe up, and that would get them the intro. And I noticed that that particular one was the one that got me the most swipe ups. People were very interested in knowing who was I, but I also got a lot of swipe ups on the next one. So the next one was, what's a coach even do? Let's talk about weight loss and learn how I can help you. So I'm seeing who's seeing all of these, so I can see all of that. But then the analytics are showing me how many link opens, how many replies right here, how many people swiped away from it. So this information is really helpful. And I know that some of you are thinking like, wow, 600 people saw that, but only 23 people opened the link. I don't think you should be disappointed in that. Like, that's 23 people who didn't know maybe exactly what you did as a lifestyle coach before yesterday. I think you should look at every single swipe up as a win. So anyways, this takes them to my YouTube channel. Now, because this is my account, when I swipe up, it doesn't take me there. But if you were to look at my account, you would be able to go back and it would take you to my YouTube channel. So after I talked about it, then I just showed one of my coach's results, her postpartum results. I showed my husband's results. And then I showed my own postpartum transformation. So there I was in June, shortly after I had the baby. And the next picture is of me right now. So this is showing them that, look, I've been on the journey that they're on. I'm living it just like they are, and I've been able to prove that I know how to get results and I can teach them how to get results. So I think showing your own transformation is more important than showing your client's transformation when you're doing this coaching opportunity, especially if you've had one that's worth sharing. So from there, I talked about how this business has allowed me to teach my family what a healthy lifestyle looks like. So then I wrote, some days they join me, and I had a picture of my son and I. And then I'm going to stop right here with this one. So I wrote, some days they make home workouts harder than others. And yeah, I'm covered in baby puke. It's disgusting, but like this is my season of life. And my target market, who I've been focusing very hard on, is in the same season. So they get it. And that's like right where they are. This just talks about how I've made this a family business and it's our lifestyle. I talk about how coaching has changed the way we eat and our nutrition. And I also talk, so I'm going to stop right here. This would be the next clip would be what would typically be in a coach sneak peek. We would talk about the importance of personal development. That's one thing that I always talk about is how, coaches are constantly reading and how it helps them to kind of feel more confident as a coach as they're sending those invites and maybe they're starting their business out. But what I do is there's a video and you can swipe up. And the reason I put this on here is because in my Instagram stories, I make it one of the things that my vitals. Every day you will see a page out of my personal development. I do this so that they can see that they can get inspired by the quotes, but they also can see that like I really am committed to growth and I really do value it. But it keeps me accountable too, because if I don't have a post to share, like if I didn't read today, they know it and I know they know it. So then I feel like, oh, I better read. So anyways, this swipes up to a video regarding personal development. I said, what's my biggest lifestyle coach success secret? So from here, now I talk about how coaching has afforded me some pretty incredible vacations. I talk about the Success Club trip and how I earned it with hard work. I didn't just put like, here I am on a beach with my free vacation. I put on there that like I earned this. Now I intentionally put this picture, the picture that I chose was on purpose. I knew that bright blue waters, bright blonde hair, bright white, sandy beaches, and I hate to say it, but like my butt, like I know that you shouldn't say that sex sells, but like my butt, I knew would, not that my butt looks that good, but here's what I'm getting at. I needed an image that would stop traffic more so than just me sitting in the sand, smiling, taking a selfie with my other coach friends. I needed it to be like, wow, that looks like fun. I want to be there. I want to be on that beach. So I posted that picture on purpose, even though it was a little risque. I posted now another picture from us at one of our leadership retreats in Destin. This, I wanted to just put a picture of my team logo on it. What I wanted to do with this one was that I would have liked to have centered it better and made it look better. Again, this is my first go at it, so nothing fancy, but you get the point. You see my team name. I wanted to showcase a few pictures of my team and I at events like Summit, so make sure you're sharing like the fun. There I am at Coach Summit. I'm just showing them that there's all these opportunities. So this is another one. And on it, I say, how exactly did you build your empire? Or how exactly do you build your empire while still wearing your pajamas? Swipe up to learn how I did it. This is a video where I talk about how I built the business after bedtime while balancing a full-time job. So I talk them through the different seasons. I talk to them about how I made coaching work when I was a full-time teacher. And then I talk about how I made it work when I was a full-time coach, home and pregnant, and my son was in preschool, versus now where I'm home, but I have 2 kids home with me and it's sheer chaos. So I talk about that. And I talk about how I've used social media to build my brand and my business. So then I just like this picture. This is like me with the glittery, the girl boss. It's me. So anyways, here's where I put, could lifestyle coaching be for you? Swipe up to learn where to start. So that's where I cover like, how do you get started? What's the best bet? And in that video, I talked to them about how important it is for them to be committed to their journey and be engaged as a challenger. And I talked to them about, starting with the on-demand all access challenge pack. I cover that in that video. And again, that is a swipe up that takes them to my YouTube channel. This is where I just use an image where I say now hiring, send me a DM to apply now. I could have done a link where they just swipe up to the WooFoo, but I wanted to talk to them. So I didn't want to just stick an application in there. Okay, so here I am. This is where I cut it off last night and I stopped. And where I cut it off was right here. And I think this piece is super important. I think that we need to be very transparent as we're sharing our lifestyle, and we need to have people understand that from a legal standpoint, this business isn't guaranteed success. So using that Team Beachbody legal compliance is absolutely necessary. And I think that sometimes we forget about that when we're using platforms like Instagram stories, but I need you to get creative, and I need you to make sure that as you're doing your sneak peeks, you're also protecting yourself and you're following Beachbody's request of, obliging to the compliance request. So I put that in here. All I did was copy and paste the Beachbody income disclaimer, and I left it alone. And so I didn't post for several hours after that. Now, what I did midday was just to get my circle relit up. You know how your circle lights up for a new story? Just to get my circle relit up, I just posted that picture. I didn't post any words on it. I just posted that picture. Now, tonight, to get the stories going again, I just posted this about 20 minutes ago, I posted this. So I talked about work perks and how we get to hang out with the celebrity trainers. So I posted a picture of Autumn and Joel. And then I went ahead and I shared an image right here where it says, want to save money, but don't want to be a coach just yet. Swipe up to learn about our preferred, it's basically how to be a discount coach in that video. So that takes them to my YouTube channel where they can learn that. Next, this is the last thing that I have right here. I watched the videos and I want more info. I didn't ask yes or no. Like, you know, sometimes we use those survey options and we're like, do you want to be a coach? Yes or no? Well, people are going to say no. You don't want that. You don't want that funneling in. So right now, I voted yes for one of them. So one vote for yes, I want to do what you do. And again, I just posted this before I made the story. So I'm hoping that by, tomorrow there's more people on here. But basically I wrote, I want to do what you do, or I want the discount. Now, for me, this shows me who exactly do I need to be reaching out and talking to, because they said they wanted more info. I didn't have to start a conversation of, hey, are you interested in doing what I do? Like, I'm very straightforward. Like, I know this person wants more info on the discount, so then I can send them a snippet of the information that they need regarding that. Or if the person votes, I want to do what you do, then I need to get that person on the phone because I want to get them started as far as getting started with the coaching opportunity. So that's just an easy way to use the pools. Some of my other coach friends have suggested don't use yes or no, use like, yes, I want more info. Like, don't give them no as an option. So anyways, I just wanted to show that to you. I'm going to go ahead and show you one more cool thing is my account, and most all of your accounts should have this option, is the highlight option. So see this little circle where you can hit plus? This allows you the chance to create a story that doesn't go away. So in my feed, I have stories that don't go away. So here are some of my fitness favorites. So some of my moves, some of my workout pictures, these aren't going away. So if somebody were new to my account and they wanted to learn more about what I do, they could simply come to these pictures, or they could come to this story and they could see, oh, like, okay, this chick's into fitness. As I told you, I do my personal development. I share that all the time, so I can put those in that highlight. These are some pictures from Coach Life. Again, not a coaching sneak peek, just some things about what I do, some coach fun stuff on here. Okay, so what else do I want to show you? So those are just my kid ones. This one's pretty cool. I was able to leave my postpartum journey up here. So as the people who are just joining in, because remember, your followers are constantly going to be new to your journey, and they may not feel like scrolling down through your Instagram feed to realize, hey, this person wasn't so fit 6 months ago, or this person's on a journey, So anyways, I love the highlight option that we can have these stories stay, so that they can get more information without me having to completely recreate it all the time. So anyways, my lifestyle coaching is now one of my highlight stories. So this will be up here on my feed all the time. And so in the event that I wanted to, have people go check this out, I could simply screenshot it, circle it, say, hey, go click on that bubble, and put that in my Instagram stories again. Now, last but not least, as I said, I have the magic number. I've got the 10,000 followers so that I can use the swipe up option. Some of you do not, and you're probably thinking, how do I make this work? I would really encourage you to get creative. Maybe have a link to maybe you're still using Facebook. So maybe on Facebook you have a backstage coaching event where you're doing live videos in there. So maybe your link in your profile. So like I use this. So maybe you keep referring them to the link in your bio, and maybe one of those links that they could go to would be to your coaching sneak peek, and then that would take them to the Facebook event. Maybe you want to direct them just to your YouTube channel. Maybe you just want to direct them to your blog. Wherever you want to send them. There are other opportunities to send them somewhere, but I just think in order for you to see like really good success on this, I don't think that spending the whole day talking about your day is going to be your best bet, not on Instagram. So anyways, I hope this was helpful. Please feel free to send me a message if you have more questions. You're welcome to follow if you want. My username is at Sarah Elizabeth 27. I'm a former business teacher, a high school business teacher, and I used to teach social media marketing. So Instagram is totally my jam. I'm having so much fun with this, and it's really relit a fire for my business, and it's just making me really enjoy the opportunity. So stay tuned. I'm sure you'll see me revamping this as we go forward in the future, but for now, this is what I'm doing, and let's hope it works. See you guys.